all right.
Are you Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, it felt appropriate since we live in Austin.
Fair.
Welcome to Who Ate It First season finale. Yes, this is Who Ate It First, a food history podcast with a twist, and this is our season 1 finale. Are you excited?
I'm excited. I'm ready.
Awesome.
I'm very ready. Do you want to tell me your name?
I am Kendall Rundquist.
I'm Logan Rundquist. I know who you are.
You think we have that down by episode 16?
It's okay.
Before we get into our season finale, though, a joke.
Please. I would like one.
What did the cupcake say to the icing?
My mind must be in the gutter because I can't think of anything clean.
I'd be muffin without you.
Oh, that's really sweet and definitely not where I went with my brain.
I'll give you one more and then we'll jump into the episode. Why did the pig go into the kitchen?
To get a snack?
To get a snack. No, he felt like bacon.
Oh, did he? That's so sweet. I felt like bacon.
Yep.
That's adorable.
All right. So as we said, this is the season finale. We're going big for this one. I'm really excited. This is something I've wanted to do since we started this podcast. So today we are going to make... What the heck is this? Biscuit, our corgi, just passed me a piece of paper. I didn't know he was capable of doing that. Also, what are you wearing?
Biscuit?
He's wearing a chef's hat right now.
I see that.
What? And okay, hold on. Let me open this up. This whole thing that says bark, bark, woof, woof a lot.
Oh my gosh, we forgot to teach him how to write English.
Yeah. Luckily, I have my handy dandy Doggle Translate app on my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and translate this real quick.
Good.
All right. I have this set up. These are Biscuit's words. Just to let everybody know. Biscuit, our corgi.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, Mama and Papa. I know Dad is very excited about his season finale dish, but since it is my birthday, I want to do an episode instead. Every episode, as I laid by your feet, you thought I was asleep, but I was actually learning how to podcast by watching you. I've done all my own research and recipe hunting.
Wow, bud.
I will also have Mom translate my written thoughts for rave or roast.
Excellent.
So without further ado, welcome to Chef Biscuit's Barkcast. Today I want to talk about the history of dog Treatos and then make and eat all of them.
Excellent. I love it.
So, all right. Sorry, everybody. I had a big thing planned, but I guess we're going to be doing Biscuit's episode for a season finale instead.
Man, I can't believe he's hijacking this episode.
I'll just save it for a future episode then, I guess. Sorry, everybody, but this should be interesting. Our dog wrote. He's way more intelligent than I thought he was.
He's so smart.
So,
good
all right.
boy, bud.
I'm going to keep going through this. And when I say I, clearly I'm talking about Biscuit.
Got it.
I found an article by Dashka Slater from the New York Times titled Who Made That Dog Biscuit?
Are they trying to rip on our podcast name here?
Maybe. How rude. I'm going to call this guy up. In 1860, an Ohio electrician named James Spratt traveled to London to sell lightning rods. Not something you hear about anymore nowadays.
No, I don't have any lightning rods.
I do not. While there, he observed dogs eating hardtack, which, for those of you that don't know, this is Kendall speaking, not the dog.
Got it.
That is a thing that was commonly used, I believe, on long trips sailing on boats. It's a very dry bread, a very basic dried bread that's used for sustenance.
Okay.
Kind of like lamnis bread in The Hobbit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, back to what he's writing.
Yes.
Spratt decided to invent a biscuit for dogs that could serve as their primary food. Spratt's patent meat fibrine dog cakes were a mixture of grains, beetroot, vegetables, and the dried, unsalted, gelatinous parts of prairie beef, which I believe meant buffalo.
Oh, that makes sense.
The food was expensive, but Spratt's target market were England's country gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Their testimonies were featured prominently in the advertisements. In fact, Spratt's was the first company to erect a billboard in London at all.
That's
So
cool.
that's pretty cool, yeah. By 1895, I'm still amazed that our dog did all this research.
He is such a good reader. I had no idea he had such good advanced reading skills.
He can comprehend the English language, but he doesn't know how to speak it yet, I guess.
We're not there yet.
By 1895, Spratt's was established in the U.S., and dog biscuits were described in the New York Times as the principal food of show dogs.
Oh.
It wasn't until 1907 that the American inventor Carlton Ellis came up with the idea of making dog biscuits in the now iconic shape of a bone.
Oh.
So I'm not sure what they were before, but I guess they were just not bone shaped. They were, I don't know, maybe just circles
Squares
or something.
or circles.
I have no idea. I guess he didn't do that part of the research.
Oh, Biscuit.
Slacking, bud.
Biscuit, you missed a piece, bud.
At the request of a slaughterhouse proprietor looking for something to do with waste milk, he being Carlton Ellis, devised the recipe for a milk-based dog biscuit. You might know where this is going.
I think I do.
However, his doggo didn't care for it until he baked it in the shape of a bone.
Dogs know shapes.
In an interview with Popular Science in 1936, Carlton says, "To this day, I cannot tell whether my dog is interested in the bone-shaped biscuit because it fools him as such, or whether after my shaping the biscuit in an effort to cater to his tastes, he feels duty-bound to fool his master by simulating an interest in it."
Oh, sneaky.
Yep. So, did the dog feel bad for him?
Oh.
Or did he actually be like, oh my God, it's a bone?
Oh, yes. He's bone.
In 1908, the F.H. Bennett Biscuit Company started selling bone-shaped biscuits that eventually became known as milk bones.
Milk bones. Yay.
After World War II, dog biscuits gradually transformed from dog dinner to dog treatos.
Oh.
So, and
just to clarify, you're saying treat with an O and not Cheeto, like the snack.
Yes.
Just to clarify.
Treat O's. Dog treats.
Gotcha.
So I would infer from that I'm guessing nutritional science came in and was like, hey, maybe feed your dog a better diet than all this high-fat stuff.
Yeah.
Those are now treats. Those are not their diet.
Definitely. Can't have those for every meal. Yes. Although he would not complain.
So I think that's all he wrote on this paper. I don't know if we're going to actually be cooking for... Oh, okay. He just slid me another piece of paper.
Wow, bud. Work those paws.
All right. Let me translate this one again real quick.
Beep, boop, boop.
All right. This one says, I found a nice lady on the tasty YouTube channel named Vanessa.
Oh.
She makes some peanut butter dog Treatos that I am very excited to eat. For the recipe... Oh, well, okay. Hold on. This is our recipe, so I guess we better head on to the kitchen before we actually read the rest of this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's
do it. Woo! Let's go with Chef Corgan. All right. Here we are.
Chef Biscuit.
Chef Biscuit's in the kitchen.
In the house.
For the recipe, add half a cup of natural peanut butter.
So just be sure that doesn't have xylitol in it.
Yes, that's a good call out. Why don't you go ahead and explain that?
Oh, xylitol is just an additive that's in human peanut butter that dogs can't eat. I believe it's like a kind of processed sugar, and that is really detrimental to dogs' health. So just make sure if you're using like peanut butter that you have, check and make sure there's no word. Xylitol starts with an X, like xylophone. So make sure there's no word starting with an X on the ingredients.
Yes. And something else that we should probably mention is too, like if your dog has any, if you know that your dog will have some sort of reaction to any of these ingredients, then don't feed them this.
Yeah. So obviously have them like taste these items before, make sure there's no reaction. If your dog can consume all of these things, then feel free to proceed with this recipe.
Yes.
I don't want to get sued today.
No, but it's very smart to make that call out. You know your dog. Feed it to them if you think it's a treat they would like and something that won't bother them. If you think it is something that bothers them, then, feel free to keep listening, but just don't make the recipe.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's lots of other things that you can make for them, for your special puppy. All right. For the recipe, add half a cup of natural peanut butter, 4 eggs, and 1.5 cups of sweet potato puree into a scary electric mixer.
Very scary.
To combine the ingredients into a smooth mixture. I will have my assistant chefs do this part as I do not like the mixer. It is evil.
Yes. Seriously.
So, all right, I guess we're going to be doing that.
Okay, bud.
Then use up to 6 cups of flour and combine it with the wet ingredients. Only add about a cup of flour at a time until you get a soft dough that is not too sticky. She only used about 4 of the 6 cups of flour.
Well, you can count too, bud. That's amazing.
Yeah. That's basic arithmetic. Oh my God, our dog is smart.
So smart, bud.
He handed this to me and then he started to chew his bone.
I know. Very loudly.
Yeah, very loudly. So he's very much still a dog, I guess. It's like, he knows what to do.
The brilliantness, it just comes and goes, He had a good day and it's turned off now.
All right. Then we're going to roll out the dough to about 1/2 inch thick and use a cookie cutter to cut out shapes from the dough and bake those at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 to 25 minutes. To make the Tritos even more tempting, make a peanut butter drizzle using 1/2 cup of peanut butter and 2 tablespoons of coconut oil.
That's good for their coconut oil.
Yeah. And then you'll put it into a pan and start to heat it. Get it to where it is just melted, so it doesn't need to be hot, I guess. Just where it's all combined. And then you will cool down the drizzle and use a whisk to drizzle it over the biscuits. Then eat them all.
Wow, that's an interesting instruction.
Yep.
Eat them all.
His last instruction here is get to work, assistants.
Jeez.
So a little bossy there, bud. I mean, I just read this whole thing for you, but fine.
He's like, my episode, my birthday's coming up, so let's get going, peasants.
Yep. His birthday will actually be, when is that? Is it when this episode drops?
Dropping next week.
Next Tuesday.
Yes. That is actually his birthday.
Okay. Well, there we go. It is actually his birthday when this episode dropped on Tuesday.
Yes.
So I guess I'll let it go that he wanted to do his episode.
Because it's your birthday.
Yep. Well, all right. As he said, we better get to work.
He's going to get mad at us if we don't.
Let's go ahead and whip these up, and then we will be back for Rave or Roast. I think he said that he'll write down his thoughts and then let you read them.
Yeah, something like that.
So, all right. Let's see what happens.
Bork, 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 bork.
All right. We will be back for Rave or Roast in just 1 second. All right, we are back for Rave or Roast, and I believe the results are going to be coming in any minute from Chef Biscuit. Oh, yep, there they are.
Wow, there they are.
So you have them this time.
Yes, I do. I see an overall written score here. He gives these 1,000 out of 10. Wow. Okay, I think he's got a grasp of the numerical system.
So apparently.
That's great.
I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
Yes. So I will try to read this in best accent that I can do. But he says, "They are so tasty that I want to eat them all until I burst. Then I keep eating them and I just eat them all. They're delicious. I can't wait to share them with my other doggo friends. They have a lovely consistency of a soft, chewy toy mixed with some grass and perhaps a little bit of fibrous material like stick. Yeah, I love stick. So yes, I give 1,000 out of 10. 2 paws, way up in the air. Everybody make Trito for dog friends, and we'll all be happy. And we'll slowly take over the world. Okay, thanks, Mom. Bye. Yeah, that was a great review. He definitely has a grasp on the English language, too.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
He was a fan of that.
Syntax, diction, punctuation. Perfect. There were some slobber marks and some paw prints on the paper, but I could still read it.
Yeah. Well, he was licking his lips probably while he was finishing writing that.
I did see him excessively lick the floor
Yeah.
when he was finished.
Yeah, after we gave him a treat, he didn't stop licking. He licked the peanut butter stuff off.
Sure.
Laid it on the ground, licked the peanut butter stuff off, ate the biscuit part, and then licked the floor clean of any microscopic piece of peanut butter left.
That went on for approximately 2 whole minutes.
It's an uncomfortable amount of time.
Now we have to clean the kitchen and the floor excessively.
So, yeah.
Are we calling this recipe Biscuits? Because if
we
not...
are now, yeah.
Okay. Can we talk about the goofy chef name that we were talking about over the weekend? We were making silly jokes of different dog names that we could put the word Korg in, because we shorten Corgi to Korg often in conversation. So we were talking about famous chef names. So Corgan Ramsay was one. What was another one? What'd you say?
You had a Guy Fieri one.
Yeah, Korg Fieri.
Korg Fieri. Corgo Batelli.
Corgo Batelli, yeah.
Tom Corglicchio was another one.
That was a cute one. But I don't know if it was your favorite, but my favorite...
It was both of our favorites.
...was Barefoot Korgtessa.
That's just by far the best one. That fits so perfectly.
It's funny because he doesn't wear any shoes.
It works on so many levels.
Okay, that's all the dog puns we have time for, I think.
Well, in the name of science, we did taste it ourselves.
We did.
So that we could also review it.
Yeah.
From a human consumption standpoint, I'd give this a 2 out of 10.
So boring.
It tasted like nothing. Obviously, because there's no sugar or spices or anything in it. It's a it's a very bland biscuit / cookie with a little peanut butter drizzle. Obviously, it's a little bland for humans, but Doggo liked it a lot.
He did like it. And because it's his birthday and this was his episode, his opinion matters most.
Yeah. So, what do you think? 2 out of 10 also for you, or somewhere around there?
I feel bad rating it because he picked it. Okay. Yeah, he picked it. I will say the consistency wasn't bad, actually. Consistency was pretty good. Texture.
Nice.
Not bad. So I don't want to give it a number because that feels rude. If he likes it, then that's all that matters.
Okay. Well, that's fair. Well, I think that's going to wrap up our season finale of Who Ate It First?
Woo!
For season 1.
Season 1. 16 episodes.
That's a wrap, baby.
Woo!
We did it.
We did it.
16 episodes. Season 1. We're going to be back, I think I said October 3rd.
It's October 3rd.
And we'll be back with season 2 of Who Ate It First.
Woo.
I promise way more action, explosions, drama.
Yeah,
all
intrigue,
the above.
mystery.
So much.
Murder? Question mark?
Whoa.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Who knows?
You never know. We got 5 months to go, or is it 5 months? I don't know. I can't do math right now. We have a while to go until season 2. But get ready, get pumped.
Get hype.
Get hyped. It'll be a lot more of us doing this. The same thing. A lot more shenanigans.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're going to work on developing this and making it better and making some more interesting ideas.
Yep. And speaking of that, if any of you have any feedback for us or ideas for the podcast for season 2, especially food ideas or bits or whatever, you can either email us at whoateitfirst@gmail.com. If you do have a review that you want to leave it, that you can leave on any of your preferred podcasting platforms, any of that will certainly help promote the podcast.
Yeah, we had some ideas like cocktails if you're interested in alcohol, if you're interested in coffee recipes or things like that. Just tell us what sounds interesting to you.
Yeah, let us know for sure. So also, if you want to support our podcast, we don't have like merch or a subscription or anything right now.
But if merch would be interesting to you, please let me know.
Besides that, yeah, the best way to support our podcast is just to get the word out and to share it with friends and family. If this is something you think they'd like, then let them know.
Yeah. And follow us on Instagram too. We'll be keeping this alive throughout our small hiatus that we're taking. We'll do anything from our regular recipes that we just cook during the week to perhaps little summer beverages, alcoholic, non-alcoholic, etc. Silly things with our dog. Now that we have a little costume for him, I'm sure there's just endless bits that we can do with him in the kitchen. So
yeah,
just follow us on Instagram at whoateitfirst.
And I promise nothing because I have 0 planned right now, but you never know. We might drop a little bit of bonus content on the podcast. So be sure to also subscribe to our podcast on your preferred platform if you haven't already done that.
Click that little check mark or ring that little bell, whichever notification.
So that if we do drop any bonus content between now and season 2, you'll get that automatically. Or if we don't, you'll still get when season 2 drops on your podcast platform.
Yep. October
and
3rd.
You won't have to remember the date because you'll just open up the app and it'll be there.
But you can just remember October 3rd because everybody has seen Mean Girls, of course. And everybody knows it's October 3rd. A bit. Anyway, that's fine. It's a inside joke.
All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up. Is there anything else? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, I guess that's the last thing. Yeah, thank you so much. I know we're a really small podcast, but we're super thankful to the listeners that we have. And we really would love to hear from you. So please definitely let us know how you're liking the podcast or what you would like to have in the podcast. Yeah, like Logan said, thank you so much. We definitely wouldn't be doing this if we had no listeners. So we're very thankful to each and every one of you.
Yes.
And we hope that you have a wonderful few months before season 2.
Definitely.
Well, my dear, this has been Who Ate It First?
Yeah.
Season 1. I am Kendall Runquist.
And I'm Logan Runquist.
And it has truly been delicious.
And peanut buttery and delicious and peanut buttery for today, but chocolatey for last week and salty and sweet for previous episodes and spicy for other things. And I'm trying to think of other food adjectives.
And fried for French fries.
Fried for French fries and delectable for desserts and tasty tiramisu. And I'm stopping. Okay, bye.
All right. Bye, everyone. We will see you October 3rd.
Bye.
Bye.